All right, it's been just slightly over 6 months since the UPND formed a government, and we have seen different members of other political parties joining the UPND. Generally, how is the mood when we have different members of other political parties eventually joining the UPND? What is the mood like within the party when that happens?
Thank you very much. I would start by saying that UPND is a national party. It's the party for all Zambians, all the 18 million plus Zambians. They are very free to come to UPND. But there are issues surrounding some defectors. Of course, it's an open secret that UPND, then in opposition, we suffered in the hands of PF. We were brutalized, killed, hacked, and to some extent, most of our youths and our members, they've struggled to look at PF like they are good people because of what they did us. But generally, they've been a policy direction where our leaders, including the president, have called that we should embrace everyone and work together in the interest of developing the country. If we took the route of revenge, if we took the route of ignoring PF, I think the peace which we're enjoying was not going to be attained. But we've been swallowing a bitter pill. And to some extent, that's where you see incidences of some of our few members still uncomfortable to see notable PF leaders who were very hard on us, who made our life very extremely difficult, coming to UPND. Of course, those instances are there. But however, we as UPND, we believe in one, forgiveness, and also working together as a nation.
But is that really forgiveness? And is that also just defying what the president spoke about? Because you said the Republican president, who is also your party president, spoke about embracing members of other political parties. And even for a defection ceremony or a defection event to take place, it means the party must approve, the secretariat must approve, but you have youths who disrupt such a defection.
Let me say this. There is no defection which has been disrupted. We only have incidences where some few members comes out with some comments here and there, but there have been no defection across the country which has been disrupted or which has been stopped, and we've continued receiving members. We had similar incidents in Copper Belt, even at our secretariat here. The program to receive our members went on and as planned.
Before you carry on, just on that point, I mean, a few weeks ago, there was, UPND youths who had to be controlled by Mr. Xavier Sindaba, who was one of the officials there. He was the one who had to calm them down, and he had to investigate that.
What I'm saying.
And even not so long ago, even by the secretariat here, when you had the likes of Charmaine Musonda were trying to get back to the party, Charity Lumpa. The events, those are not very few members of the party. That was a large number that almost filled up the road.
Let me retaliate on what I'm saying. There have been no defection which has been disrupted. We've received members and we've continued receiving members. And we will continue receiving well-meaning members, regardless of their political affiliation, be it PF, MMD, anyone. Those who have no party, they are free to come on board and work with UPND. UPND is like a transformation center. Some people would use an excuse. No, this is a bad person. This one is what? But when they come to UPND, there's always rules and do's and don'ts to suit the type of leadership which UPND has. So anyone who comes to us gets transformed and behave purely in UPND direction. So what I'm saying is that I'm not saying there will be no incidences of our members showing discontent or trying to reject the decision to receive some members. Those incidents are there, and I've explained the reasons behind that. It's because of the pain that our members went through.
So that doesn't count as disruption? You don't consider that as
Those are
disruption?
just incidences. Disruption is where you stop receiving members. The program is cancelled. It means the program is disrupted. But when they just have some resistance here and there, of course, we believe in democracy as UPND. Even internally, we have democrats. We have divergent views. But what is important is how you agree at the end of the day. So those are divergent views within the party. But the bigger picture is we need to work together with everyone, including PF. The way we are doing, PF are welcome. Let them bring ideas. Let them join our party because UPND is a national party. All Zambians are free to join. Even as I speak to the side of the youths, they are free to come to UPND. But when they come, they should not think that they've come to be shielded for whatever they committed under PF. Law is law. So there is always separation of power. Them they can come. But when they're in conflict of the law, we will not interfere as the party. The way we are doing always. We are not looking at who has committed the offense or who is in conflict of the law. The people who are enforcers of the law, they are able to make the decision on their own. If somebody comes to our party, coming from PF, joins UPND with that thinking, with that notion, and can join UPND, it means those people, they are coming to our party with long motive. And they'll blame themselves because we will not interfere in anything. So what I'm saying is, genuinely, everyone is welcome to join the mighty UPND because our agenda is to unite the country. Our agenda is to move together in one direction as a country, as you have already been doing it.
Do you think that there are some youths who are just maybe scared? Some of these youths are maybe scared that their either positions in the party or their rise in the party might be affected when you have members of other political parties coming through?
That is a very long motive. That is a very long motive. In UPND, even in terms of empowerment, accessing employment, of course, we are now in charge of the country, including those people who are in opposition. We are their leaders. We are their leaders. So we're supposed to also provide leadership to them. So we members as the party, we cadres of UPND, because I'm a cadre, I have that in mind that now our president is the father of the whole country. Our government is the government for everyone, all the 18 million Zambians, meaning that they are all free to access what I'm able to access as a party member. So there's no segregation. There is no discrimination. There is no favoritism the way it was under PF. When you are PF, you become more Zambians and more advantageous to other things. That notion is not in UPND. We are looking at a nation. We are looking at a country. Even us members, the followers, we have put this in mind that if there's any opportunity, we will compete with everyone. What is important is being a Zambian and also being qualified for any particular opportunity. And that is in the minds of our youths. So meaning that when other members are coming, of course, UPND has got programs for all Zambians. As long as we're serious youth, you get what you want under UPND. Because there's massive investment in the affairs of the youths. So no one will get scared. Because even me, I cannot do everything. Even our members, we are very few compared to the rest of Zambian people. So we cannot do everything, only cadres, and we have different skills. We need the skills from other members of the country. So what is important is to work together, come together, and in the interest of the country, we embrace each other. For now, we are not preoccupied with politics now because we are in charge of the country. Politics will come in 2026 when we have official political campaigns. Unlike the way PF used to do, they were politicking throughout their period of rule. 10 years, they were busy politicking. They were behaving as though they were in opposition. But we, as UPND and our leaders in government, what we are doing now is providing leadership. Not necessarily engaging into active politics. No. Now it's to provide leadership and sort out problems and fulfill the promises that we made to the people of Zambia.